It sounds simple enough if you have the time, energy, and money to invest, but if this was the case, surely we would see plenty of DIY plantations started around the country. The fact that we don't point to certainly that there is more to forest plantations than simple gardening suggests how difficult would it be to set up your own timber company is helpful for small business holders.
Petani itu masih menerapkan cara-cara tradisional ya, mereka belum menerapkan silviculture itu dengan baik. Contohnya adalah pemangkasan. Mereka tidak melakukan pemangkasan. Dimana kalau tidak melakukan pemangkasan maka tentunya kayu-kayu itu akan banyak cabangnya. Kedua, jarang sekali petani ditemukan itu melakukan penjarangan. Padahal penjarangan ini juga memberikan kesempatan bagi pohon itu untuk tumbuh besar. Nah, ini menjadi syarat juga bagi industri. Akibatnya apa? Kayu-kayu yang kualitasnya jelek, diameternya kecil, atau ukurannya kecil itu bisa dijual ke industri tetapi dengan harga yang rendah sekali.
So while on the face of it, having your own forest plantation might sound like a good idea, in reality it is the middleman who actually bring the benefits of the well-managed, maintained, high-performing forest.
Kok kita ora dipelihara ya kaya di pruning barang ki lho. Kudune kan kuwi dipangkas mepet karo batang pokoke, Pak. Mereka biasanya sulit itu, Pak. Jadi kalau mau menanam ya biasanya ditanam rapat itu. Jadi tidak mengharapkan bagaimana tanaman itu cepat besar.
Furthermore, there is now usually affected by the changes in the financial markets, as such forest investments can structure in such a way that will look like and behave like good time bonds.
We've been analysing along the forestry value chain, from growing through to selling, harvesting and transport, primary processing, secondary processing and retailing. So analysing the value added along the different stages of that value chain. We want to understand better if there's opportunities for smallholders to add value, participate further along that value chain to improve the returns from forestry for them.
What's been especially interesting is we've looked at a number of instances of the different types, the great diversity of value chains, the different ways that they can be organized, the different ways they are organized, basically coming up with the idea that there is no one right way, but that there are many ways. It's really quite context specific.
Timber value chain studies were conducted in 5 districts: Gunung Kidul and Pati in Java, Sumbawa in West Nusa Tenggara, Bulukumba in South Sulawesi, and South Konawe in Southeast Sulawesi.
We found some interesting findings. First, the most common timber value chain model that found on the ground was individual farmers sell the timber to middlemen, who then resell it to processor or industries. However, in some cases, we found that some farmers form a group and sell the timber collectively. They did it in order to gain more market access and better price. Second, we also found that middlemen play very important roles in the value chains. In many cases, middlemen were the only access for farmers to sell the timber. It should be noted that middlemen did not always get higher profit as compared.
In reality, it is the middleman who actually bring the benefits of the well-managed, maintained, high-performing forest, while you simply sit back and watch your investment grow.
Belakangnya pertama untuk menyatukan kelompok-kelompok anggota masyarakat, yang mana untuk pengurusannya yang tadinya mungkin dari kelompok-kelompok itu bisa berdiri sendiri-sendiri, namun demikian kita sepakat untuk dibentuk koperasi supaya kelembagaan ini lebih kuat diakui oleh pemerintah.
In economic growth, it is very important to grow plants in vast area and get a lot of benefits in all sectors of plantation.
Ya, saya ngikutin pelatihan itu tentang penjarangan kayu. Yang dijarangin tuh kayu yang bagaimana, itu dulu belum tahu, sekarang udah tahu. Jadi diukur dulu, nanti kalau diukur tuh dikira-kira kalau ada yang itu kayunya itu jelek, kurang bagus, itu yang dijarangin, jadi dipotong.
Farmers appreciated the training that provide practical knowledge and skill in managing their timber plantation to improve the quality of timber they produce. This kind of training is good to be scaled up by government institutions such as Forestry Extension Services and other development agencies. In implementing this training, women need to be included as they have the potential to apply those techniques.
Kami mendapat banyak pengalaman dan pengetahuan, terutama melihat bagaimana petani begitu antusias mengikuti kegiatan ini dalam hal bagaimana meningkatkan pendapatannya di bidang hutanan. Kami dari pemerintah daerah sudah mencoba menindaklanjuti untuk memprogramkan kegiatan ini di 2015. Jadi kami merencanakan untuk di semua kecamatan. Paling tidak ada pilot percontohan di setiap kecamatan untuk melihat bagaimana sebenarnya pengelolaan hutan rakyat yang menerapkan silvikultur.
Cuma rugi.
To obtain this certificate because it has a lot of requirements and it is expensive. We are happy that government has allowed farmers to obtain the SPLK certificate in group or can use dokumen kesesuaian pemasok to replace this SPLK document. This SPLK could create an incentive for smallholder timber growers by removing the obligation of certificate of origins once they have complied with the SPLK.
Every year, people get a lot of money revenues from this business, and smallholders can easily get a lot of benefits